March 8, 2014. Malaysia Airlines flight vanishes with more than 200 people aboard. On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, carrying 227 passengers and 12 crew members, loses contact with air traffic control less than an hour after taking off from Kuala Lumpur, then veers off course and disappears. Most of the plane, and everyone on board, are never seen again. The plane departed from Kuala Lumpur International Airport at 12:41 a.m. and was scheduled to arrive in Beijing Capital International Airport at 6:30 a.m. local time. However, at 1:07 a.m., the aircraft's last automated position report was sent, and at 1:19 a.m. what turned out to be the final voice transmission from the cockpit of the doomed jetliner was relayed to air traffic controllers. "Good night Malaysian 370, a message that suggested nothing out of the ordinary. About an hour after Flight 370 was scheduled to land in Beijing, Malaysia Airlines announced it was missing. Prior to the aircraft's mysterious disappearance, it had been flying seemingly without incident. There were no distress signals from the plane or reports of bad weather or technical problems. The ensuing search for Flight 370 initially was centered on the Gulf of Thailand, where the plane was traveling when radar contact was lost. Investigators looked into the possibility of terrorist involvement in the plane's disappearance after it was discovered that 2 passengers had been using stolen passports. However, this theory, at least in relation to the 2 men, soon was determined to be unlikely. The people on board Flight 370 represented 15 nations, with more than half the passengers from China and 3 from the United States. Then, on March 15, investigators said that satellite transmissions indicated Flight 370 had turned sharply off its assigned course and flown west over the Indian Ocean, operating on its own for 5 hours or more. On March 24, Malaysia's Prime Minister announced the flight was presumed lost somewhere in the Indian Ocean, with no survivors. As the search for the aircraft continued, with more than 24 nations, including the United States, participating in the effort. The mystery of how a commercial jetliner could vanish without a trace received global media attention.